And this one is a competitive game where players are fortune tellers trying to read the fortunes of their various customers in order to try and complete different objectives in order to win the game. Each player is going to have their own deck of tarot cards that they're going to be using to take their actions, and you're also going to have your own player board where you're going to be keeping track of your different resources and also any of the customers that you're able to attract, because there are going to be different customers appearing throughout the game, and certain customers are going to be attracted to the players who have the most fame or the most power, which you'll be tracking around the perimeter of this board, or they might be attracted to the player that has the most of one of the different types of resources. Each game is going to have 4 randomized objectives that players can try to complete, and the first player that's able to complete 2 of those objectives is going to be the one to win the game. This is a game that plays over a series of rounds where at the start of each round, players are going to be simultaneously selecting 3 cards from their deck of tarot cards and putting them face down in front of them. These are the actions that you're going to be performing for your turn, but players are also going to be choosing 3 cards at the start of the game to put face down in front of them, and these are predictions of which actions you think the other players are going to take. This is because after all the players have chosen their cards, you're then going to be taking turns revealing your 3 cards and then taking the associated actions. But if any other player reveals a card that is the same as one of the cards that you predicted, that's going to allow you to gain one of the gem resources, which you can hang on to try to have the most of to attract customers, or you can spend them to get an upgraded version of the action on one of your tarot cards. The different actions on your tarot cards can allow you to do different things like gain the different resources of the different types, increase your fame or your power, which you're going to be tracking around the perimeter of the main board, and anytime that you pass one of these dice that are around the perimeter as well, you're going to also gain the benefit of that die. Different tarot cards can also affect the customer pool in various ways, swapping customers out or adding or removing customers. Then there's also actions that can allow you to buy artifact or trinket cards, which can give you instant or passive effects, or they might just grant you bonuses for meeting certain conditions. But once all the players have performed their actions, you're then going to be checking the customers in the main customer pool, and then depending on their color, they're going to be attracted to each of the players depending on who best fulfills their requirement. Players will be attracting those customers, spending their resources, and gathering resources, all to try and meet 2 of those different objectives. And then the first player that does that wins the game, and if you do want to check this one out, I will have it linked down below.